Hey guys, what's up? A gamer like me here, and today I'm just going to be showing you my take on the turret flip-flop. Instead of powering one set of turrets at a time, this turret flip-flop uses the pre-charge mechanic on turrets to power all but one set at a time. So I have 11 sets of turrets of 12, 12 sets of turrets of 12, and I'm just powering all but one, and that one is being cycled through all of them. So this allows you to bypass almost all the limitations on a turret and have all of them shoot at once. I'm going to show you how to do that in a second, but as you can see right here, all these turrets that you see electrical effect on are targeting me, and even some of the ones that aren't are still targeting me. But if they're on, they're targeting me. You see their lasers above me. This is around 280 turrets targeting me on official settings where only 12 are allowed to. But these would all shoot, they would all work. So here we go. Power going to the turrets. As you can see here, I have this branch running along top to do that. And you're going to need a timing circuit. Oh, and these little things at each one. So you're going to need an RF receiver, blocker, branch, well, two blockers, a branch, and that. And you're just going to set it to these frequencies. So like this one right here is set to 5435, and that is this turret right here. You would just set these from 1 to 12, however many cycles you want. And it's just a simple little circuit here. So all we're going to do is have power come into this blocker. The power that goes out of that blocker goes into a branch that goes back to the blocker. That just makes this little pulse right here. And that's going to go to this, okay? With that pulse, we're going to do the incremental timer on each one of these. And you're just going to need power. And the cycle that comes out of this every 12 is going to go 1 to this to shut off the turrets, and 1 to this, which is going to clear the counter and start over. And you would just offset each one of these by 1. So if this is cycle 1, it would be 0 all the way up to 12, and you would have as many turrets on that frequency as you want. So like right here, you can see this frequency is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and that is the third one right here, right? And all that's doing is shutting off one cycle at a time. Right here, you only have 3 of them, so there's a little bit of a gap between them shutting off. But normally, it would just be like a wave going this way of them shutting off, and then everyone that isn't currently getting a signal from this out of the 12 is active. So I'm just going to show you how to set one of these up real quick. Here's the little pause of this, so you can just take a look. This is really simple. And then here's this. All you're doing right here is taking power from this branch. It takes 13 power, right? Going down to a branch, splitting it. You have the 11 power from right here going into a turret, and then the has target from that going back and blocking the second branch. The second branch goes to the RF signal receiver with 2 power from this branch. You can see the power right there, right? And that, when it receives power, will block the turret from turning on. So what this does is, as long as this doesn't have a target, it just keeps shutting off every 2 seconds before it can fully activate. But if you get a target, I'm just gonna have to unhook this real quick so I can show you. If you get a target, it will stay on. This will allow a lot of turrets to stay on, but generally it just guarantees you 12. So hopefully when they patch it, it still allows you to have 12 turrets. I have shared this with the devs, so we're kind of waiting to see how they patch it. But until then, you can have unlimited turrets like I showed with just this simple circuit. Because every time one of these gets a target, they'll just lock on. And as you can see, it never counts on the interference. Or, oh, right there it did for 1. But generally, they don't count against each other's interference. This also means that if you have 12 enemy turrets pushed up to you, your turrets won't work. But if you only have 11 counting on your turrets, all your turrets should work. So this kind of completely nullifies every aspect of the turret limit. So, good luck guys. I hope you have fun with this.